Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the jungle. So, for those of you that may be new to this channel, because the only videos in which you will have seen anything to do with this specific place is in like my first running up to national series. For those of you that don't know, this is my home gym. And when I say my home gym, I don't mean my home in Bath, I mean back at my family home. So this is in the woods in Sussex, just south of London. It is on 2 acres, and on these 2 acres, I have a garage. In that garage, I have my gym. It's pretty cool. I've got a couple of bars. I've got 330 kilos of metal weight plates just out of view, safety rack, pulley system, and different kind of pulley attachments here. I've also got a York powerlifting bench, jack and a deadlift platform. It is everything that you need to do the stuff we do. Now, my second question to you is probably more of a rhetorical one, but have you ever seen a man so fly getting ready for deadlifts? I couldn't find my jumper, so I chucked on the quarter zip, and I'm getting sudden urges to crash foreign stock markets whilst deadlifting 300 kilos. I don't know if that's just me. I'm getting very much like, you know, insider trading at 5, deadlifts at 6 vibes. And well, if you know me, you know I love a little bit of financial market manipulation. So, today, what have we got? Where did I put my phone? We've got sumo deadlifts, sorry. And just as a quick caveat, welcome to day 38. But get on. I've got my surgery at 5, so today is quite a good day because it's a little bit of a shorter one with my sumo, given I have less warm-ups, and really all I'm trying to do is just have a little bit more fun. So this should be, I'm looking at my partner Charlie's program. I wondered why I saw McCluster doubles on there. Right, I've got a double at 7 beltless 2 count pause sumo. I reckon that'll probably be 260. So, being as fly as I look right now, I'm gonna have my pre, and then we're gonna start warming up for deadlifts. And I thought today, since it's gonna be a slightly shorter episode, or quicker workout, I might just have the camera running and just have a bit more talking whilst I load plates, have a bit more of like a in-person conversation, especially as we don't have copyright music blaring around, just headphones. I usually have a big subwoofer, but that's back home in Bath. So I can just have a little bit more of a get to know you session. This, for those of you wondering, if you ever want to put your own gym together, this is marine ply. I actually think this one might be whatever the next grade of ply up from marine ply is. But this is 3 by 7 foot or 3 by 8 foot. Great for deadlifting on. So I've got horse matting, the thick rubber stuff, then this. And this is great for deadlifting on. I have deadlifted 300 plus kilos on this. And given that like all the plates sit reasonably evenly, I've done very minor damage to it. I've given you one recommendation, and I'm going to give you one recommendation against a piece of equipment. As much as I like the mirror fit rack and the fact you can have cables attached to the back of it, the biggest issue you will find as a powerlifter is the width of your jumps. For those of you that maybe can't see because it's quite far away, that is maybe 3 inches, which is a lot of inches. I'd say about 2 1/3 more inches than you could possibly need. It's really big jumps. So if you're like squat, fair enough, you can kind of get around it. Bench, you are either spot on or you're in between. And if you're in between, it's not a fun day. So I'm in between, and I struggle to get like decent benches when I'm in here. Woo! That was that was a lot of sugar. I've got to bring cranberry juice with me, so that was orange juice. I'll tell you this now. Woo! That amount of orange juice is a lot of sugar. All right. So, For those of you that saw last week's sumo deadlift, I was saying how doing these kind of like front goblet holds, I don't have dumbbells so I have to use plates, really helped me with getting my scapula in the right place for deadlifts, which is what I'm going to recreate here. Oh, that is tough. Ooh, mama. Yeah, so I think we've got the framing for deadlifts about as good as it can be. The struggles of being a tall man don't fit in 4x3 film format. But yeah, the conversation that I had last week and the thing that I was really focusing on my sumo, I just need to make sure I'm not going to slide on this, was getting this, that like serratus engagement, get my scapula fully protracted rather than retracted, and getting good, nice, even foot pressure. So let's see how this looks. I also think I was quite far under the bar actually, like this. All right. Yeah, it's feeling good. Oh, something just went pop in my lower back. Not in a bad way, in like something just released. Ooh, mama. I'm gonna have the bands. Oh, I've got my playlist on mix, and right now I got 6ix9ine playing from years ago. Whatever happened to 6ix9ine? He just seemed to like dip. Either that or, you know, he's currently El Muerte, and I just wasn't caught up on that news. To be fair, because I'm going to be here till about Friday, I think, fun thing, I'm going to have to pull conventional on a stiff bar, on a power bar, which I've not been doing. I do have this silver bar here, so let me show you. This is a, I'm hesitant to say power bar. Let me just check. I don't know if the knurling rings are the same distance out. I think, yeah, so I think the knurling and the center rings are ever so slightly wider on this bar. I can't remember what that specific bar is, whether it's an Olympic bar or not, but it does have central knurling. So I might pull on that because it is slightly bent from years of mediocre deadlifts. Yeah, keep forgetting how close I need to get under this bar here. Ooh, okay, that last one nearly left me with 9 toes instead of 10. Maybe it's slightly closer on the stance. Nearly had that Tom and Jerry scream. Ooh. I think I'm gonna nut up today. So it's a double with a 2 count pause beltless. I am going to try and do that hook grip. Now, for most people, doing a double hook grip isn't an issue. For me, the only reason I'm hesitant about doing it is my hook grip has been very reminiscent recently. It has been more like a wayward ghost. It appears occasionally, but most of the time I can't find it for crap. So we're going to see how hook grip moves for me today, and then we'll go from there. That felt all right. And then again, it's just 140. We shall see. Did old me leave any tissue in here? Because current me really needs to blow his goddamn nose. I'm not seeing any, which is a sad thought. I gotta say though, I do think these like deep dish steel plates are my favorite kind of plates to lift with, and the reason is for this. Oh, that is such a meaty noise. And when there's a little bit of space between them, which you obviously don't want to do as a powerlifter, but you know, maybe you're doing reps and the clips aren't quite holding it and they start to get a little bit of space. That like clanging noise they make is just, it's like crack to an addict. It's just wonderful. This is feeling good. Given my general outward complexion, you might not think this about me, but big fan of like more alternative emo music, and especially like older songs, like early 2000s are great, early 2010s as well. 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill, still slaps, even after all this time. Still goes ridiculously hard. And that is not up for debate nor conversation. Just want to clarify that. That is for me, because damn do I love this kind of music. I like it. Ooh. I think I might have been slightly too far over the bar on that one. But we will see. And yeah, gotta load up 260, because that's what we're going for the double. All right, so on that last rep, I just didn't quite get into enough of like this upper thoracic rounding. And what it meant was I was a little bit too straight. So when I pulled back, my lower back had to round rather than my upper thoracic, which is why that one felt a little bit out of position. And that's by no means like a really bad thing, but it is something that if you're trying to be the best, you have to be really diligent of. Like, you have to be nitpicky with yourself, because being anything other than like brutally honest about your own form, it won't get you where you want to be. And to be fair, that's something I've noticed about a lot of younger powerlifters, is they'll lie to themselves about how well something moved, or whether they hit depth, or whether they, you know, achieved X, Y, and Z, and it's like, we both know that you didn't hit that at the right RP. We both know that depth was questionable. There's a lot of stuff that I think powerlifters will lie to themselves about, but you know what the best guys in the industry don't do? When it comes to like RP and reps, they're probably not lying to themselves, because you're the only one that gets messed up by that. Like, you lying to yourself about RP gives your competitors an edge. So why do it? You know? And don't get me wrong, I've done it. Everyone's just been there like, yeah, but if I say this was a 7, my new estimated 1 rep max is 5 kilos more. And that means I PR'd. And it's like, yeah. I think also, that is why I am very, very much, as a coach, like, do not look at your estimated 1 rep max. Unless I need you to do it. Please, please don't just sit there and be like, what weight would I need to do to get a PR? Because you're going to chase the weight. And that is a that is a brick wall at 80 miles an hour in a car. It's not fun. Gonna have to do a rondo here. Yeah, that second rep I held way too high up in my thumb. Oh my God, that hurts. Oh, yowie. Oh. Halfway through that, because I had to balance my phone in a big bag, just all you see is the phone just slowly drop after the first rep. But I didn't set my hips far enough back. Ugh. And it meant that my hips and lower back rounded slightly. So I just need to probably take a slightly narrower stance, just get my hips back a bit more on the back offs. And I think I'll be good. Whoa. Yeah, and I'm chucking on straps because that has ripped my thumbs up. Right. Okay. 260. And then we got 3x5. What the hell is 3x5 or 260? That's 360, Alex. All right, we've got 180 for 3x5, which I am strapping up for. Back. I'll see you for that. So, something that I caught like a glimpse of and that I noticed was just getting that like upper back set properly. So I'm just gonna have a look back at some of my previous ones and see what I was doing differently, you know, from last week. Feet were just outside here, and I think I had slightly more external rotation. And I was definitely more like exposed in the hamstring, I think was the main difference. So that's what I'm going to take to my back offs, was just a little bit more hamstring exposure to keep my lower back in check. That felt better. Oh. I am getting a little bit locked up in this sumo, so I think I need to be a little bit more lax, because I'm very just like locking the back, and it's definitely reducing my efficiency somewhat. Right, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something a little bit peculiar. I think I'm getting a little carried away with the pace of the music when I deadlift. I'm like, yeah, love this music, going. So, I think what I'm gonna do is put on some slower music, like really slow. So if you've got any recommendations, let me know. Oh, we have a guest star, ladies and gentlemen. Single woman, reveal yourself. Single? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how you should react. And she still revealed herself. How dare you?
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Did my top double at 260. I was just slightly like, well, I was trying to get this. I slightly overextended in my back, and it just meant it kind of landed down here. It was fine, slightly more of a fight, plus I'm wearing joggies because it's not cold, I'm sweating. Oh, a lady is cold, who would have guessed? That's staying in the final cut.
You finished it, you're on the bench now.
I got 2 more of these. I just got 2x5 of these, and then I got bench and accessories. Yeah, how's work? More old white men?
No, not this time.
Bitches?
No, just my old boss.
How dare you come in here and infect me with your yawns? Fucking
Stop.
I got the reach advantage. It's not abuse, it's a fair fight.
Yeah, fair enough. Have you told them that I won?
No, they'll never know. My fans will never know.
What, that you beat my girl? My phone.
Sorry, what was that? Just say it into the microphone for me.
You were beaten by a girl.
And I'll never lose again. Just drop. That's knocking me out now, bro. I've got to take another 2 minutes rest.
Anyway, have fun.
Will do. Don't worry guys, next time she comes, I've got a crowbar there. I don't fight fair. That felt better. I think I can kind of see what's going on, but we'll see. Check out my pendant, bros. Oh, those 3 last reps felt like my old form. They felt dangerous. It's 6 count pause bench, double at 6. That'll probably be like 180. I'm gonna clip this to my necklace. There's a good chance I'm gonna have to find something else to clip it to, but for warm-ups, I can clip it to my necklace for sure. Right. Oh, this is gonna be cold. Wait, hang on, let me just give it a... Alrighty. Oh, yep, that is cold as crap. I've just accidentally got the perfect bulldog grip. So I'm going to talk to the camera now. It is resting literally as low across the base of my hand as possible, and it feels great. I've literally just got that wedged in the crook of my thumb. That's lovely, that is. Oh, that feels fantastic. It's funny, I'm talking to a lot of the powerlifters that go to base gym about where the sport's kind of heading. You know, CEO British powerlifting threw a tantrum and left because people basically just went, we have no confidence in your leadership. And then he decided acting like a child was the best way to confirm that theory. But yeah, and we got onto the topic of like some of these big lifters, like Joe Borenstein and stuff. And it was like, Joe Borenstein might be pound for pound one of the best powerlifters of all time. And we were like, the crazy thing is, Joe Borenstein's subtotal is low 500s. Still awesome. Don't get me wrong, nut. But it's the fact that the guy basically goes, yeah, 530 total, watch this, and then just pulls 370. Could you imagine pulling like 3/4 of your total and it's, or I should say 3/4 of your subtotal and it's just deadlift? Nuts. And the conversation we went on to have was basically how in all elements of social media and powerlifting, the best, or I shouldn't say the best, the most influential influencers in powerlifting are all deadlift specialists, which means that people probably feel if they've got a good deadlift that they should get into powerlifting. Whereas people who don't have good deadlifts, maybe like myself, but have really good benches or squats, feel less inclined to get into powerlifting because they don't think that's what powerlifting's about. They just think it's about having a big deadlift. And I'm sure any powerlifter worth his salt will tell you it doesn't matter if you're amazing at one of the three. You need to be good at all of them if you ever want to be one of these greats. You know, you can have an amazing deadlift, but if someone's got an amazing deadlift and a good bench, you still lose, you know? You lose to the guy with amazing deadlift, an all right bench and a great squat. Always bigger fish, isn't there? But yeah, it was just like an interesting take we had. This is tiring. Trying to think if there's anything I can like prop my mic up on. Here we go. Where did I put my phone? Oh, it's in my shoe. You ready for the mic stand, ladies and gentlemen? Coming to you live from District 12. There you go. That's the mic stand now. Life is sweet. Oh, that was a whole lot of stretch in my chest, man. Oh, yeah, good technique for bench is difficult. There's a whole lot of like keeping chest up and hips down. It's tiring, I'll tell you that now, it's tiring as hell. You know, like slight tangent here. the 252.5 bench I did is impressive, you know. It's as far as I'm aware, like record just in general. The crazy thing is that Jonathan Keiko, who's a 93 kilo open, bench 252 as a 93. Genuinely, what in the earth? Scary people, ladies and gentlemen, scary ass people. Can I even clip this onto chest here? No. I'm just gonna hold this and then I'm gonna put it down when I do my bench. So we're gonna do this for a 6 count pause, double at 6. And we're gonna enjoy ourselves because we've got some good music going right now. Alrighty then. Time for this lovely 2 count pause. The microphone is going down here. That way of arching makes the weight seem really, really light. But the entire effort is just trying to keep the arch. Like pressing the weight's easy. Just trying to keep the arch is a whole challenge. Oh. I think I've got some back downs at like 160, 170. But yeah, that felt good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 175 on the bar now for a quad, and that form looked and felt like my old form. And if that is the case, I can say this with my whole ass chest. Be very, very careful, because I might have a rubbish squat and I might have a bad deadlift, there's a very good chance that I might end up benching your squat. And that's scary for everyone. A slightly more flared version now. Whew, and I can feel it in my shoulders, but still good enough. Accessory time. You know what? I'm not an unhappy man with today's session. I have discovered some slight changes to my bench form, which I'm going to explore, see if they yield promising results. And my sumo, I know what went wrong and I know why. So for me, as we saw, I wasn't getting my back positioning, especially my lower back. It was straightening itself out against my will. Sorry, rounding I should say, not straightening out. And that's because my adductors are really damn tight from when I did RDLs, so they're literally pulling my glutes underneath because I don't have the flexibility. So I'm gonna go train those. Bench was really good. That like, just kind of skipping past everything's nice, but I would just like a little bit more lat as it's difficult to balance them. And then accessories. Damn, that's the quickest I've done accessories in a long time, and I feel swole for it, so I'm a happy boy. But that's the end of day 38. I'll see you for day 39, which will be Thursday for me. I hope your lifts stay big, your troubles stay small. I'll see you for the next episode. Peace out.